test. 1, 2. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
How's the leg doing? The cast just came off. You can wait a couple more days, you know.
I'm fine. I've been on the bench all winter. I'm not waiting another day.
Yeah, you do you. But don't come crying to me if it backfires, okay? I assume you don't need a refresher on the rules?
Run, jump, slide, shoot the target, cross the finish sphere, try not to fall along the way, and repeat. You know I know that.
Do I? Because I'm pretty sure you fell and broke your leg last time we were here.
Jetrunners fall all the time. That's what the quantum rewinder's for. It's not my fault that mine decided to stop working out of nowhere. Just shut up and cast, will you?
All right, if you say so. Santos, and today we're witnessing some next-level jet running. And who's leading the charge? None other than the Queen of New York herself, Nina White.
I'm still not sure if I like that nickname, Jacques. It's a bit much, don't you think?
Too bad, Queen. Half of New York is already using it.
Half of New York doesn't even know I exist.
Yeah, duh. It's the other half I'm talking about.
So I'm just that polarizing, am I?
Oh, yeah? Now, are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna show us how it's done? The least you can do is beat Mark's time from the other day. Did you see the path he takes? He skips like 80% of the track. It's ridiculous.
With no due respect, I can beat Mark's times without shoes on.
You're allowed to sleep, right? As a matter of fact, you'd be better off for it.
The game never sleeps, so why should I?
Because I'm arguing with a brick wall, aren't I? Okay.
Oh, 100%. Still need to get in a few more runs on this track before they tear it down for the summer. And there's not really a lot you can do to stop me. I can sleep while the park's closed.
Well, that's right. Hey, Mom's making beans for dinner tomorrow, by the way. The good kind. You're more than welcome to join us if you can. Well, you know, get out of bed by then.
Fine. I promise to be in bed early enough not to miss dinner. Again.
Wouldn't want to miss the beans.
Wouldn't miss them for the world.
Hello? Nina? Are you there?
You made it!
What even is this place?
Some old shabby underground tracks the street runners used to use before the park tracks opened.
Who am I even supposed to cash for down here?
Don't know, but I need somewhere to practice while the park track is closed. And while it should be safe since quantum rewinders practically never break, I still need someone who can carry me out of here if something goes wrong.
Carry you out of here? Me? Okay. I know I look tough and talk a lot of shit, but you know you can bench press me, right?
You'll find a way.
Danger!
Running around where the sun doesn't shine might not be ideal, but I'd be damned if I said you weren't improving.
Yeah, and I don't have a second to lose. It's only like half a year until the Americas Open. Imagine if I do well.
Well? No, dream bigger! You're going to sweep the entire thing. I read about this. It's all about manifesting success through visualization. So visualize big!
I'm not gonna visualize a delusion, Jacques. Some of the best runners in the world are going to compete. But it would be nice to do well enough to land a sponsorship. Just so I don't have to spend so much time chasing advertisement gigs to pay rent, you know?
That's what I'm talking about. They waste the crap out of paying that rent. Because I'm telling you, sponsors are going. They just, you know, need to find out you exist, that's all.
Thanks, Jacques.
You know,
What?
we should invite more people down here.
To a flooded and abandoned subway tunnel?
Yeah, why not? It's not like glowing water is poisonous, right? Ooh, so close! A lesser runner would never emotionally recover from a fall like that. But the Queen of New York is not like those runners! No matter when or where it happens, she hits the quantum rewinder and tries again!
Damn right!
The old runners weren't getting around when they built this track. Hitting your targets is hard enough with your feet on the ground. But this track barely has any solid footing to rely on. Also, a big shout out to the crowd tonight. Every one of you who showed up is witnessing something special. This is a product of a bygone era, a slightly less sanitary era. Ooh. But most importantly, history. Jet running history. Let me hear you make some noise! Hello, New York City! After a long summer of closed tracks, we're thrilled to finally be back in action here in Central Park. And by New York City, I mean you, and only you, Nina, because no one else is insane enough to be outside during a thunderstorm. Is there any way to convince you to just, I don't know, take the night off?
Are you kidding me? After 3 months of running around in dank, abandoned tunnels, a little bad weather isn't going to stop me from finally enjoying some fresh air. But if it's so bad, why are you still here?
I'm streaming. If you're gonna risk your life running around in a thunderstorm, the least I can do is to farm some ad revenue off of it.
How much ad revenue could you possibly make from streaming this?
I've made $1.
Danger! Danger! Danger!
And we're off with some excellent maneuvering by Nina, but can the queen keep up her momentum? We've seen too many runners hit the water in this next part for her to get complacent. The real question is, do you even need to bother with the middle part?
Danger.
With the way this track folds in on itself, it's basically begging you to find a shortcut through it. Heck, I bet one of the pros could find a way to fly right over the walls and basically make a beeline to the finish line.
Give me some time and I'll find a way to fly right over the fence myself. How hard could it be?
I mean, probably way harder than some of the other shortcuts I've spotted, but I've already lost way too much money betting against you, so I'm not trying that again.
Danger! 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 Danger!
The first day of snow is always special. The fresh snow never fails to remind me of what's truly important in life. Like our generous sponsors at SciTech. Without their charitable donations of gear and equipment, we would never be able to put together the city's rotating gallery of community tracks.
Are you doing an ad read for SciTech?
Shut up. I'm trying to play ball here so they might, I don't know, like donate some jet hooks or something for next year. Not all of us get to go to Rio and try out all the cool tech you normally only see at the big events.
Okay, big guy.
SciTech, inventors of the dream you haven't had yet. Holidays. Is everyone enjoying the markets? Getting tired of walking? Well, take a seat and enjoy yourself. The year is coming to an end, and we're entering a time of rest, a time for family. But before City Council forces us to close the tracks for the season, we plan on ending the year with a bang. Tonight, we're ready for a spectacle. Witness the finest jet running you've ever seen right here in Central Park. Give a round of applause for the Queen of New York City, because this will be the last time you see her before she heads to Rio to take on the world at the America's Open.
That man has way too much faith in me. What would I do without him?
Danger! Danger!
Ready to go, Nina?
Just tie my jet shoes real quick. Give me a sec.
Are you gonna keep yapping, or are you gonna show us how it's done? How's the leg doing? The cast just came off. You can wait a couple more days, you know.
Are you kidding me? I've been on the bench all winter. I'm not waiting another day.
You do you. I assume you don't need a refresher on the rules?
Run, jump, slide, shoot the target. You know I know that.
A wise man once described Jetrunning as the perfect combination of athleticism and engineering. It's where the frontier of science meets the breaking point of human metal. My name is Mick Acaster, caster of the stars, and I welcome you to the world of Jetrunning.